Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at this tier maker list that I made and ranking all of these collectible minifigure Looney Tunes figures. Now, I took all of these pictures except for Daffy Duck, and I screenshotted that from K-Brix's video because it's the only one I didn't have. So, without further ado, let's jump into this. Number one is Roadrunner. It's probably my favorite from the series, and I don't think there's really anything wrong with the figure. Going in S tier. It's great. The Martian Guy. He feels a little underwhelming because of printing, but I don't think that's lack of accuracy. I think B tier fits him pretty well. He's a good figure, just nothing too insane. I appreciate the new helmet mold, though. Porky Pig, I think that it would be an S tier, except the print there is a little too transparent, but the accessory is really good. The new head is really good. This could easily jump to S tier if LEGO improved the quality maybe over the time of production and they fix that up, but for now it's going to be A tier. It's a good figure. Wile E. Coyote, the new head mold is perfect, I think, and it's imposing, and the prints are pretty decent. The build for the accessory is pretty good. I think A tier fits it. It's a great figure. Bugs Bunny, iconic, and the accessory is fine. I think it's S tier because the LEGO design really nails the character. You know exactly what it is, and I think it's one of the best in the series. Probably my second favorite. Tweety Bird is another one of these pretty solid ones. I think it's definitely out of scale with the rest of the figures, but that's okay. The accessory is pretty good. I think it's A tier. The new head mold is really good. A lot of these are just going to be A tier, S tier, because it's a really solid series. I think that Tweety Bird is definitely A tier. Now, Petunia Pig, I think, is going to be A tier or B tier because, the new head mold is really good, but I got some production errors on my torso. There was some red paint on there where there should not have been. And, I like it, but the opacity on the leg printing is not quite right, so I think I'm just going to drop it in B tier. Pretty solid figure. I appreciate the new head mold, but I don't know if I can get to A tier. Now, for Lola Bunny, this is going to be probably A tier or S tier. This is the highest quality figure in the entire series. Got a very complicated new head mold, extremely detailed legs, really nice prints on the torso. The only problem is kind of a simple accessory, not a problem overall though, because the rest of the pieces make up for it. I am contemplating S tier, probably just dropped an A tier for now, because it's very good. Now for Speedy Gonzalez. Now he is really good. I really like his new head mold and hat mold, and the cheese slopes are really, really good touch. You can tell the LEGO designers really thought about that, and I think that it's a nice little nod to the fans. And the little tail is good, the prints are fine. This is an A tier figure. Nothing wrong with it. It's great. Now we got Sylvester. I think he's a little underwhelming. I appreciate the legs with the side of leg printing and dual molded legs and the new head mold. That's all really good. I think this could definitely jump to A or maybe even S if the quality of the print on the torso is improved and the accessory is not too exciting. I guess that makes sense because it's kind of limited for what you could do there. I'm going to say if this figure jumps in quality during the production run of Looney Tunes figures, this can jump to A tier. For now, it's going to sit in B tier. The Tasmanian Devil. This, I think, could be S tier, but I don't think that the design was thought out too perfectly because of that 2x2 rounded tile. I appreciate that it can spin, but at the same time, the stand, it doesn't really fit on there. Maybe if there's another piece you could put on there to make it fit. But the accessories, I think, work. I really like the new printed dish there, although that's an existing piece, and the new head mold is great. The tail is good, little print on the feet is good. This is an A tier figure for sure. Any one of these in a normal series could be the best of the series. The problem is here, they're all really good. Now, last but not least, Daffy Duck. So this figure I do not have, so I can't really rate it, but I know it has dual molded legs. It's got a nice little sign there, and a new head mold, and a tail, which is not exclusive, I think, but maybe exclusive in the color black. But no real printing there. I like this figure. I think it could have been a little more detailed. I know there's not a ton they could do with it. Just because I don't have it, I don't know it too well. I'm going to drop it in B tier, which is not bad at all. I think all of these figures are really excellent. So let me know what you guys think of this tier list. in the comments below. I'll try to leave a link to it so you guys can make your own, and DM me on Instagram for your guys' picks. I'd love to see what we think of the series. I definitely think a lot of people like Bugs Bunny because he's so iconic, and some of the least liked are Petunia Pig and Marvin the Martian. Otherwise, I think that this is a pretty common kind of listing for a lot of people, but it's what I do believe. I really like Roadrunner. Otherwise, guys, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more.